How can you help children hear beginning sounds while reading together? Today, I'm going to model a guided read aloud using the book Puddle Pug by Kim Norman. As we read, I'll demonstrate how parents and teachers can help children identify the p sound in words and build early phonological awareness skills. Before we begin reading, let's take a look at the book. This is the title, Puddle Pug. The author is Kim Norman and the illustrator is Kika Yamaguchi. When we read, we start at the top of the page and move from left to right. These are print awareness skills that you can go over with your child. Today we're going to listen for the p sound. The p sound is made by putting our lips together and letting out a small puff of air. Let's try it together. P. Great. So you also might want to talk to your child that the P sound is not P, it's P. So as we read, we're going to listen carefully to the title and to words. Puddle Pug. So we have the word puddle and pug. I notice that both words start with the same sound, P. Let's say them together. Have your child repeat the word and say the word with you, and then ask them, do you hear the P sound at the beginning of both words? I'm also going to point out that the author chose two words that start with the same sound, puddle, pug. This makes the title fun to say and easy to remember. Okay, so as I'm reading, I'm going to listen for other words that begin with the P sound. Percy was a puddle pug. He loved puddles of every sort. Swamp puddles, stomp puddles, ready for a romp puddles, foggy puddles, froggy puddles, deeper than a doggy puddles. Percy loved puddles so much he put them on a map so he could remember where to find them. All of Percy's puddles were pleasing, but he had yet to find the perfect puddle. Some were nearly perfect, like this one, and this one, and this one, but something was always missing. One day, Percy heard splashing on the other side of the fence. He peered through, and there it was, the perfect puddle. It was big, it was brown, and it was oh so friendly. Percy couldn't resist. So as I read, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to talk about the word puddle and pug and his name Percy. What sound do you hear at the beginning of puddle and Percy? That's right, P. As we continue reading, we'll look for other words that begin with P. When you hear one, you can say P and then allow your student to participate. So you could also make this interactive where every time they hear the P sound, they clap their hands or they raise their hands in the air. This focuses their listening for the P sound. I'm paying attention to the first sound that I hear in a word. That helps me notice patterns in language as I'm listening for the P sound. Then you could connect this activity and you could ask your child, can you think of something else that starts with the P sound? So if they have a hard time, you could give them clues like, what about the animal in the picture with the perfect puddle? And then we go to the page and you point to this picture and they'll say pig. You might also give them clues for the word pizza or pencil or park. Then we can make a list of how many words we can think of together. Okay. So today we practice listening for beginning sounds and identifying words that start with the p sound. These activities build phonological awareness and prepare children for future phonics instruction. So, when you're reading with children, look for books and for opportunities to highlight sounds that repeat in titles and throughout the story. You don't need a long lesson. A few simple questions and observations can help children become more aware of sounds in words. If you have a literacy question, feel free to share it. I'd love to answer it in a future video.